Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. I'm your host Wally, and today we're taking a break from Texas and visiting New Orleans, our friendly neighbor to the east. Today we are at the New Orleans Audubon Zoo, which is at the Audubon Park, which is a pretty big park in New Orleans. I didn't get much of a chance to check out the park, but I did go to the zoo, which was pretty big. Um, there's this cool little whooping crane as you go in there. I'm glad that they're still around. Poor things almost died out. But this park, it costs $35 to go in, which is a lot. But the grounds are magnificent. Maybe not all the animals are out because of the heat, but I gotta hand it to them. Those grounds, those plants, the landscaping, all of it was pretty awesome. But you still do get to see some of the animals, like the deer. Deer are always out. Deer never care. But the elephants and some of the big ones were behind where it was cooler, I guess. It is New Orleans. It does get pretty hot, so maybe coming in the spring or fall is better. But like I said, the grounds were immaculate and awesome, and the layout was great and not confusing at all. Look at this poor gorilla. It's like, yeah, it's hot. Get me out of here. But it is at Audubon Park, and it's got some pretty huge oak trees that are still there. I myself marveled at this awesome rhino. When I first passed it, it was very far back. And then there was a pond there where I got to enjoy my birding because there were some herons there, which is always pretty cool to look at. I'm a big heron fan, so they were just there hanging out with the other animals. And these African wild dogs. I've only seen them twice. And of course, I finally found my statue. I like taking pictures with statues at zoos. It is my thing. It's how I remember which zoos I've been to. And this one was nice. It had a couple of lines for me to take pictures with. There is a tram that goes around the park. I didn't take it. Here's an alligator, but I've seen more than my share of alligators already. And a blue bear, who was sort of, I guess, looking for water. And some raccoons. Seriously, raccoons. Wow. More alligators. They're just sort of laying there. You never know when they're going to be active. They're lazy. And this whirlpool of otters. And the fattest, chunkiest gator I've ever seen. Chunky gator. Seriously, he was pretty chunky. I hope he has a chunky name. Then, of course, you get to see some of the animals that live in the bayou area, including the white alligator that they have found. They found a whole bunch of baby white alligators, and they've been selling them to different zoos. Here's Mr. Bobcat, just doing bobcat things. And an armadillo. I like their claws. No, that's an anteater. And a leopard. They're a lot smaller than you think they are. You would think they'd be kind of big. That's not a leopard, that's a jaguar. This strange animal. And a tapir. For sure, I know that this is a tapir. I've never seen a tapir before, which was kind of cool, finally seeing one. They're bigger than I thought. You can ride them as horses. Wink, wink. And this weird dog with long legs. But like I said, the grounds are immaculate. I love seeing all the huge oak trees and their branches sprawling up into the sky. It's definitely worth visiting here, just taking a break, checking things out. Then you go over to where the birds are. You get to walk into the atrium or aviarium, toucans. And I finished it off with Komodo dragons, but they weren't feeding them. They're sloppy eaters. And this rather pagan-y looking statue. Weird. Anyways, that's the Audubon Zoo for you. It's $35, but definitely worth checking it out. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.